Hello and welcome to the Oliveboard platform, and I'm here with a new series, practice of topic-wise questions. So we are going to start with the analogy section today. Quickly, let's go through this series and I will give you the answers. I will give you some time in between to solve the questions as well. So we will have such sessions every week now where we will practice topic-wise, and you can have a complete playlist with you in the end to practice everything, the complete syllabus of reasoning at one place. So let's quickly start this session. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share this video across platforms so that others can also benefit from the same. Let's start right away. Questions in front of you, answers in the chat box. Very good, excellent. So typically this question is not it's not a very usual in SSC examinations. This is more usual in railway exams, but it has been asked in CPO 2023. So what is the logic here is 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 into 2 is 10. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 into 2 is 12, 9 plus 8 is 17, 17 into 2 is 34. So that is how we will proceed further. Option C is the correct answer. Cool. Digit based calculations are not very clear, not very regular in SSC exams now, but they still might be asked in some exams. How do we differentiate? We differentiate with the paragraph. There is a long paragraph given these days which clearly mentions that digit based calculations are not allowed. They give an example of 13 breaking it into 1 and 3. So if you see such a paragraph, don't think about digit based calculations. If you don't see such a paragraph in a number based question, maybe, just maybe, the digits may also be involved. Next, this is a good one actually. Try it out. See, you might feel that you might go off track by looking at 16 and 106 here. A lot of you might feel that this is 16 into 6 plus 10. Okay, this is generally how we start. And today in a lot of questions you will see this variation where you will be tricked in a section. So don't depend on that one section. Always verify with the other section. That is why they have given you two sections here, right? So this is not what is happening, because 10 into 6 plus 10 is not 22. 10 into 2 plus 2, but that is not here. That is not valid here. So what exactly is happening here? 16 is reduced by 6 first. You're getting 10. You square this, you get 100. Then you add 6 again, you get 106. Try this here. So 10 we are subtracting 6, that is 4. Square is 16 plus 6 is 22. It's working. So now applied here, 11 minus 6 is 5. 5 square is 25 plus 6 is 31. So my answer is 31. Option A. Got it? Okay. Nobody. No issue. No issue. Not every question is doable. This is pretty easy, I think. See, so this looks like a simple coding decoding question, doesn't it? They have just converted into analogy. And they can use anything from coding decoding here. Right? So creation and ETGC VQP. So what is happening? We'll go corresponding only. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 18 plus 2 is 20. 5 plus 2 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. 20 plus 2 is 22. 9 plus 2 is 11. 15 plus 2 is 17. 14 plus 2 is 16. So what exactly is happening is we are just adding 2 to each corresponding letter. No matter how long the word is and no matter how easy the logic seems to be, please completely check the given word. One of them, not both of them. If you have completely checked one of them, the other one you can just figure out. It's okay, not an issue. You don't even have to look at this if you have easily captured from the first option. But no matter what, please check it completely. Why? Because sometimes in the middle, 1 or 2 letters will follow a different logic. Everything will be plus 2 except for one in the middle. It might be reverse letter. or it might be -1, or it might be +5, anything. So that one letter can actually change your option and you will end up marking incorrect answers. Okay. Don't try to save time in the wrong zone. Now save time here. The moment you observe planet, you know what needs to be done. So look at the options first. First letter is the same. Second letter we have 2 P's. Third we have 2 C's. But fourth letter is completely different in all the 4 cases, isn't it? So just look for the fourth letter. That is third last letter. It is N here. N plus 2 is 16. So 16 is only in option A. So option A is my correct answer. Wherever in the options you have unique letters, go for it, always. Next. Number set, also a crucial part of number analogy. Another way of expressing number analogy based questions. See, this actually seems to be difficult because we try to again 6 square, 2 square, something of that sort we start thinking. But it's pretty simple actually. Okay. 6 into 2 is 12. 12 into 8 is 96. This might not be the one which is going to give you the hint. The actual hint you will get from here. 5 into 6 is 30 and 30 into 8 is 240. So the same thing applies here in option C. 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 8 is 16. Now you will also see another variation specifically in number set based questions. What happens is there are large number sets or complex number sets given here, but in the options you will find that the final answer is very easy, very simple answer, very small digits. So you often don't look at that option first. You always feel that complicated ones will have complicated answers. You will try to go there. Always use unit digits to simplify it for your calculation. Okay. Next. So this is what I was talking about. Another way of writing an analogy question. This is GB13 related to HD17 in the same way as DK18 is related to EM22 in the same way as RE16 is related to what? So what exactly is happening here? If I see 7 and 8 plus 1, 2 and 4 plus 2 and 13, 17 plus 4. Same thing is happening here. Same thing I need to reciprocate here. 18 plus 1 is 19. 5 plus 2 is 7. So SG is only in option C. Option C is the correct answer. Okay. And for the sake of it, 16 plus 4 is 20. We don't need it though, but we still can have a look at it. Next. This question, I think, very easy. Again, based on coding, decoding. Very simple logic. G and T, opposite letters. M and N, opposite letters. R and I, opposite letters. W and D, opposite letters. So they are all reverse letters. So ITZB. Again, just look at the options. All 4 first letters are different. So I opposite is R. So option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next. Again, number set. Now, There can be multiple approaches to this. In number-based questions, you will always find that there can be multiple approaches to this. Why? Because it is all mathematics. So either one side of the equal to is, let's say, plus. If you bring it here, it will become minus. So in one direction, you will be adding. In the opposite direction, you will keep on subtracting. So they are not two different logics. It's the same logic. It's just mathematics. So one of the concepts here is that if you add 12 and 17, you get 29. You multiply 29 by 2, you get 58. Subtract 12 from it, you get 46. A lot of people approach questions like this. Now, this is not a very stable logic. Why? Because 12 into 2 minus 12. Okay. So 12 into 2 minus 12 into 1 is 12 and 17 into 2. So double of 17 and 12, if you add, you can get 46. That is what exactly is happening. But you will not be able to see it. So you will be able to see it like this. Okay. But either you can go with this, or what is the other method is 46 minus 12 is 34. 34 divided by 2 is 70. 62 minus 12 is 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Similarly, 85 minus 13 is 72. 72 divided by 2 is 36. Option A is the correct answer. The very first option. Okay. That it also follows the same logic here. 13 plus 36 multiplied by 2. That is 49 multiplied by 2, 98 minus 13 is 85. Okay. Next. Manoj, that's always a better option, beta. That is always a good option, that you should go ahead and always look at the options. Don't just blindly start solving the question. Okay. Look at the question. Try something first. Just by looking at the question, if you can feel something, go ahead. After trying one or two logics, if nothing is hitting, then go for the options. Look at the options if something clicks there. Sometimes options can take you back to the question. So options are, you know, we don't use it completely. They are unused actually. We are not using them at full potential. That is the biggest mistake we commit. Checking the options is one of the crucial things in the competitive exams. Anywhere, not only SSC. Now see, 50 and 60, 2000. 50 and 60, if you multiply, a lot of people will do this. So they will get 3000. Okay. And then what they'll do is they will think about coming to 2000. So they're subtracting 1000. 1000 I can bring from 50. How? So I will write it as minus 50 into 20. And I'll try it here. 20 into 30 is 600. Minus 20 into 20 is 400. So the answer is 200. The answer is 2000. So precisely this is what we are doing. Okay. This is okay. Not an issue. Or what exactly is happening? Why am I doing it with 20 here? I can subtract 10 from this to get 40. Subtract 10 from this to get 50. Multiply both of them to get 2000. Subtract 10 from this to get 10, to get 20. Multiply to get 200. Now in the options, this is not working. This is the one which is working. Subtract 10 to get 11. Subtract 10 to get 1. Multiply to get 11. Again, did you see, as I told you? Complex numbers here, but easy ones here. Okay. So this is nothing different. They are the same thing only. Rather than subtracting 20 altogether, I am subtracting 10 and 10 from each one of them. So it's just visual. Whatever catches your attention first is going to give you your answer. And let me tell you, this is a very deep observation which I have made as a student and as a teacher, that when you repeatedly practice a lot of these questions, and when you are actually sitting in the exam, you're never going to go with the shorter method. It is not going to come to you only. And mostly you never get the intended method of the examiner. You always end up having a backdoor entry. That means you will always end up doing some long indirect calculation, but eventually you will figure out the answer. That is for good complex questions like double difference in number series, right? The intended logic is always different, but we figure it out anyway. That's the whole idea. Very good, excellent. So build the habit to observe. What do I observe to get the logic very fast? In case of letters, the letters A and M, they always help us a lot. Because if A and Z and M and N, they are related in multiple ways. Number one is +1 -1. And number two is reverse. They are also reverse of each other and they are also in a difference of 1. Otherwise, for all other letters, the reverse letters are quite far away. So they are not otherwise generally related. But these letters are often used to confuse her. Now, generally, if a student, especially a new student, if he would think, he would say AN and AN are being repeated. So I'm only changing the first letter, but it is not happening here. Neither is it happening here. That means now you have to drop this logic. This is not how it is working. Something has got to do with the reverse concept. If you then observe, you see that X reverse is C +1. So the logic is reverse +1. P reverse is K +1. F reverse is U +1. Similarly, V reverse is E +1. A reverse is Z +1. N reverse is M +1. So E reverse is V +1, that is W. R reverse is I +1 J. This is C only because all the options have C. So option B is the correct answer. Okay. Now this is based on the same logic as the previous question. Just observe it clearly. You will get it right away. Okay. Yeah, so 28 summation is happening because it is reverse +1. Sum of reverse letters is actually 27. You're just adding 1 to it. So some people look at it like this, that you can just add them like 24 + 4, X plus D is equal to 28. You can do that, but why to introduce a new sum? Every time I can change this sum, I can make it 35. You can't keep locating the sum, no? It's always easier to associate it with the reverse position. Reverse +1, reverse -1, reverse +2, reverse -2, reverse +3, reverse -3. That's majorly how they will circulate it. So yeah, your logic is absolutely correct. 28 sum is right. But I prefer not going that way. You can if you are comfortable with it. Here, again the same thing. Y opposite is B +1. So there is reverse +1. E reverse V +1. N reverse M +1. 10 into 5 is 50. Okay, same thing is happening here. 8 into 4 is 32. So same thing we need to do here. See, now here you can also predict the option. This was a very old concept where students used to actually not even look at the question. They used to look at the options and get the answer. But nowadays, this is not advisable. This I'm talking about the times when the exam used to be on OMR, not online, before 2016. Now observe, 3 U's are there, so U is probably the first letter. 3 X's are there, so X is probably the second letter. 3 L's are there, L is probably the third letter, and 72 is the same. So most probably the predicted answer is UXL 72. That's how a lot of people used to attempt these questions, especially the toppers. So they used to do it so fast, they used to look at this, straight away look at the option, predict the answer, move ahead. By the time people could read and figure it out what needs to be done, they were already 2 questions ahead. But then these practices were discontinued by SSC. SSC became very smart. Nowadays, as a trap, they give you such options. So you will get lured. You will feel that should I go for option prediction or not? I would suggest don't. Okay. Anyways, let's check it here. So G reverse is T +1 is U. D reverse is W +1 is X. P reverse is K +1 is L. And 12. But how? We know that 72 only is a possibility. So our prediction was right in this case. Option B is the correct answer. But what is the logic about the numbers? Just for the sake of it. So 10 is being multiplied by half of 10 to get 50. 8 is being multiplied by half of 8 to get 32. And 12 is being multiplied by half of 12 to get 72. One approach is this. And if you just observe this, 10 square divided by 2, 8 square divided by 2, 12 square divided by 2. One is the same thing. Anything you can pick up. Okay. Next. Pretty easy question now. 12 at the rate 2 is 145. 15 at the rate 2 is 226. So this 2 has actually no rule here, no role here. This is 12 square plus 1 is 145. 15 square plus 1 is 226. So my answer is going to be 24 square plus 1. That is 577. Option A. If at all some great personality does not remember 24 square completely, you can still use unit digit here. So this is 6 plus 1. 7 will be in the end. Okay. But please, I hope that is not the case. Where at one place I'm expecting you guys to remember squares till 50. And if you're struggling with 24, then it's a big problem. Ha, that's right, Apurva. That's ninja technique. But don't depend on it, honestly. See, my idea is I always caution you. I always give you precautions that don't use these concepts, but they exist. So you should know about the existence. What if sometimes you might get trapped and it might lure you and you would want to try it? Maybe it can give you a benefit. 36 square is 1296. 4 power 4 is 256. So 9 power cube is what? It is, my God, I was writing 27. 729. It's option A. Okay. Next. These also used to be asked very commonly before. Nowadays, they have become pretty obsolete, but they still ask you questions like this. See, 7 hash 3 hash 2 is 237. 8 hash 4 hash 1 is 148. So 3 hash 5 hash 4 will be 453, which is option C. What is the logic here? No logic. We are just coming in the reverse order. But then why ask this question? Why give away marks for free? Because this is very time sensitive. They have put these hash, sometimes they'll put at the rate and multiple signs in between just to make it look long. The idea is how quickly can you observe and get to the answer? How fast are you at observation? It's not only, everything is not about calculation. It's about observation also. You need to be keen to observe and understand that what is happening here, what shuffling is happening. Okay. Sometimes what they can do is they can do like this, 732. So this is 237. And then they will give you 841. This is 148. And then they will give you 698. They'll ask you what is the answer. Hash in between. Okay. Now a lot of people, what they will do is they will misunderstand this and they will write 896 as the answer. Though this is not there in the options. Then what is happening? So then it is being arranged in ascending order. 2, 3, 7, 1, 4, 8. And this is 6, 8, 9 in that case. So observation is going to help you out each time. Okay. How quick you are at observation. This is what this tests. Pretty simple. 7 cube is 343. 9 cube is 729. 6 cube is 216. Wow. Very difficult. JEE level question. Again, in the last class also we saw one like this. Now what is happening here? 13, 27 and 3. Multiply 27 and 3, you get 81. Multiply 81 with 13, you will get 1053. But your multiplication needs to be very fast. Okay. 4, 8 and 13. So 32 into 13, 320 and 320 and 94, 96 I believe. 460. So what about this? 316, 48 into 10, 480. Okay. Option B is the right answer. So what is the problem here? The only problem is you might take some time to multiply these and confirm. That's it. Some people will multiply this, or they will look at this and they will rather come here, smaller numbers. They will get 416, but they will still not trust the process. So they will check this again, multiply and find out. Once they get 1053 is when they will come here. You have wasted your time. If the product is 416 here and the product 480 is there in the options, go ahead. 99% this is correct. You will have to take this risk. See, if you play too safe, then gone. Okay. So with that, we come to the end of this session. Hopefully it was an informative session and a helpful session for all of you. Quick, brief session. I will see you guys in the next session with a new topic. Till then, you guys take care. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.